So I actually walked in here when the last person moved out. Actually was one of our workers that was living here. And I walked in and the appliances were gone. All the appliances got sold. Look at that.
I'm saying that's like hair and buzz.
And dust. So we just pulled up to Gibson Street, small little rental house that we have here in Columbia. Had to come meet Jesse to do a quick walkthrough, identify the punch list of the small tasks that need to be done to get it rent ready so we can move the new tenant in starting next month. Let's take a look. What's up, big guy?
Hey, buddy.
You ready to get YouTube famous again?
Sure.
Same time. Jesse used to be camera shy when we first started, and now he's all with it. He's like, if I'm gonna be on the team,
Might as well.
I'm ready for the highlight reel. Yeah. Fred's team said that they were gonna take the dressers that are sitting outside. I wonder what happened. Come on in. Nice and cool in here. Fred's team came in, they just gave it a nice little paint job. We like this, it's like a lazy gray paint color. A little bit of a darker wall, but it keeps the smudges and the handprints off. Nice for rental houses, so you don't get quite as much traffic rubbing all their grease and stuff on the walls. So I actually walked in here when the last person moved out. Actually was one of our workers that was living here. And I walked in and the appliances were gone. All the appliances got sold. We won't go into any details with it, but just real sad. So pretty simple. It's a smallish house. This return valve, you've just been sitting here collecting dust and gunk. Hasn't been cleaned out in a long time, which actually kind of surprises me. So Jesse got the shop vac. He's gonna give it a quick hit. And then we're going to go ahead and bring the cleaning lady over here. We can go through and get it cleaned up for the new tenant. Go for it. It's nasty. Look at that. Can't believe he could let it get this dirty, dude. Can you believe that? Right? Nasty. So there's a few things I really don't like about the way this return is placed. The one thing that makes zero sense to me is this is the size of the return, right? And we got this big gaping hole in the floor that they carved out, right? And you just set like a ghetto little. I mean, in a perfect world, you probably get 24 by 36 piece, which we'll get once we run to Lowe's, but it just doesn't make sense to have a big old thing in the floor. Obviously, with this being a lower end rental, it doesn't make sense right now for us to put some new subfloor in place and get it cleaned up, right? We're just getting this thing ready. Poly on the floors, clean it up, make it look nice, and get a tenant in here. Start collecting some cash flow.
That's a lot of hair on that thing.
Look at that.
I'm saying that's like hair and buzz.
And dust.
Alright, so this was already plexiglass at one point.
I want to know where all that came from. Do you think that's from them working in here, or was that just collecting the whole time that they were living here?
It's been collecting the whole time.
It's a lot of dust, dude.
It just doesn't come from nothing.
So this is a perfect example of why a buy and hold or rental investor should always have repair contingencies baked into their numbers. Why? Because houses need work, right? Regardless of who you are or what neighborhood, what area you might be renting, tenants are going to have everyday wear and tear through your properties. Now, of course, some of these lower end properties are probably going to require a little bit more repairs, as the upkeep is not quite as nice. The class of tenants might not take as good a care of the property, but something's always happening, right? Between having to replace a roof, an AC unit, right? Patching up the bathroom, carpet. When it comes down to it, tenants live in the house, a lot of wear and tear, a lot of activity coming through. So obviously the house is going to get worn, right? But it's cool. Keeps our team busy. It's like a double-edged sword, right? The work comes up, but if we don't have a whole lot of rehab projects, our crew stays busy around the clock, right? Never a dull moment in the life of a real estate investor. Now make sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up and that bell notification button so you get updated with the newest, latest content and strategies as we're trying to help newer investors as well as experienced investors level up so they can scale their business to the next level. Stay tuned.